I am sunburned, sore, a little hungover. I need water. My water's inside. How did I forget what is it, 100 degrees outside? And I got back from that wedding like 2 days ago, and I'm still feeling it. But that's fine, we're fine. That's the price you pay. Oh, and the air's on. That's the price you pay to celebrate your friend and
It must be an all-star.
now the podcast is. That's the price you pay. Is anything else gonna happen? To celebrate your friend and have a good time in Minnesota. I didn't take too much footage while I was out there because we were just having a good time. I was hanging with all my high school friends, but I'm back and I feel like besides water, I just need a day of crafting, a little craft day, a little Christine and crafts, little snaps and artifacts. Like, let's go find something to do at the Dollar Tree, maybe get a little coffee, and then we'll just chit chat, hang out, catch up on some of the funnier details of the weekend. They had Halloween stuff. They had Halloween, the October holiday stuff. It's June. It is, there's a dog in that car. It is June. I'm still distracted by the dog. We still got the 4th of July. There's got to be another holiday. Other holidays? Halloween? It's too early. I don't care. People want to put the Christmas stuff out at Thanksgiving. We're not putting Halloween out when it's 90 degrees outside. Anyways, I got the goods. Let's go crafting. Okay, before we dive into that, I just want to quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, which is BetterHelp. This is the first sponsor I've had on this YouTube channel, so I'm super excited about this. So, real talk, like, how is everyone's mental health doing? How we doing? Because I've definitely talked specifically on my YouTube channel about, mental health and how it's a journey that everyone needs to take and dive into, especially the past 2 years of what's been going on in the world. And with my career personally, I feel like, I need to be taking a little better care of myself. You have to find out what works best for you. But I have been super excited to start therapy because I've definitely talked about it and I think it's something that I've always wanted to try. BetterHelp is online customized therapy and they offer video, phone, and live chat sessions with a therapist, so you don't have to see anyone, like face to face through your phone if you don't want to. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that you might not otherwise have available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire that helps you assess your specific needs and then they match you with a therapist in about 48 hours or less. I think I matched with mine in like an hour. Then you can schedule your secure video and phone sessions and you can also send like unlimited messages to your therapist. Plus everything is completely confidential. I mean, I've already started my sessions with my therapist and on the very first session, we already figured out that I need a lot more of some self-care routine. I need to figure out things that I do just for self-care. That has nothing to do with work and making content and videos, and it's purely just for me. You can also request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. So many people are using BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states. So join the 2 million plus people who are already taking charge of their mental health with BetterHelp. You can get 10% off your first month if you go to betterhelp.com/ChristineSnaps. So that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ChristineSnaps. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. All right, let's go back. I think this is a good. I had to move the cactus tree out of the way. This room is just not deep enough, so I had to move the cactus tree out of the way. But it's a good background. This is what I picked up from the store for our craft today. They've really stepped up their craft section, especially like the woodworking stuff. But they at least have more variety. I picked up this little flower wooden cutout. Just gonna take the back sticky off. We could make a new sign for my bathroom door. Summertime, good vibes. Speaking of which, good vibes. Door hanger for my bathroom door where I film sometimes. So I found this little sticker set that says good vibes right on it. And I like the colors, a little orange and pink. And then I found this little sticker pack. I really like his hand. I don't know. I like the hand they have on here. Because it has pink nail polish, so it like matches my little theme I got going on. I also found these little rolls of vinyl paper sticker things. My mom and I use these a lot for her Cricut machine and whatever. I thought maybe I would cover this in like this silvery shiny one, but I think I'm just gonna paint it. And then I also got these these fake flowers so I can maybe put hot glue flowers onto my flower. Either I'm going to paint this and put good vibes on it, or if I'm going to hang it in my bathroom, we're going to do something like raunchy and funny, and we'll do like smells like a fart. Like it's a flower covered in flowers, but it says like smells like a fart in here. We'll see. I'm going to paint this like a nice purple. I don't know what shade, and then I'm going to do purple dots. And these are the purples I have to work from. So many shades. I'm thinking like maybe I'll do a light, vibrant purple with like dark. Oh, that coffee's good today. With like dark, you know, dots or accents. But yeah, the wedding I went to this past weekend with my friends was in Brainerd, Minnesota. And there isn't a direct flight out there. So we had to take 2 planes. Both of these planes were some of the smallest planes I've ever been on. As in, every time we got on a new plane, I was like, where did the space go? Like, my head's hitting the top. I'm like walking down my backpack like, where's my seat? Am I standing this flight? Is it a standing room only? And then the flights were actually pretty bumpy. The second one, we were coming down and it wasn't like turbulence. It was like just the normal wind of landing was like making the plane go like this. Like this. I was like, okay, well, okay. Like I flew down with 3 and then 4 of my friends. The one girl hopped on the second flight with us, and then the rest of our group drove down. So I'm sure that was a whole adventure. It's like drove up. It's like a 7-hour. Oh my goodness. I know these have lids on them, but I rarely take the plastic wrap off, so I usually just take the whole lid. This one looks old. I don't know if this is gonna mix nicely. We stayed at like a resort, like a golf resort the whole weekend, because that's where the wedding was. The groom's, whole family is really big into golfing. And it was like, the bride, Sarah, had described it as a dirty dancing type of resort. Like, that's the vibes it gave her. Like, you've ever seen Dirty Dancing? Like, all the little cabins, and then they're, like, walking across, like, this concourse to get everywhere. It did feel like that. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. And we had a great view. We were, like, right on the water, and I love the water. I'm like a fish. I pulled newspaper to put under... Where did the newspaper go? It never made it in here. Crafting tip. Always make sure all the craft pieces are on the table before we begin. Because there's nothing more annoying when you're sitting down for a craft trying to relax is that just constantly getting up. Oh, I forgot my water and my paintbrush. And where's my creativity? I must have left that in the other room. Oh, look. This side's already been painted together. Okay. Tip number 2. Have a sturdy crafting area. This table... Okay, it's just about the plane that I was on. A couple of shakes, this coffee goes flying right on my project. Wouldn't be craft time, would be clean up time. Let me just put my phone right here so I can read you some. So I'm just going to cover this in a nice shade of purple, almost the same shade as my shirt. I haven't painted in a long time. This shall be soothing. And like these wood pieces, pretty smooth. I don't even have to sand it out right from the store, so that's good. The view from our hotel room was great, fabulous. Not a complaint. We were right on the beach, right on this like little waterfront property. Definitely my type of stay. So there was like 5 of us in each room. 5 of us in each room. It was like a loft style. So there was 2 like twin beds up top. You took these wrap circular stairs to get up there. So I stayed up on the top with my friend Steven, and we shared a bathroom, and then the girls downstairs shared a bathroom. He had made a comment. I took a shower first, like on the trip, and I've never roomed with him before. And I was like, honestly, there's nowhere to put any of my shampoo, conditioner, body gel. So I just threw it on the ground, and there was like a shelf in there. I was like, the shelf is for my shower beer. I don't know what your plans are. And I was playing around with the shower head. Using other people's showers is the whole experience in itself. You're like, how do I turn it on? What's the water pressure? Is it going to shoot out? How tall is the shower head? This is hot. This is cold. Like, how sensitive is it? This shower, it wasn't a turnstile knob. It was like you had to like lift it up and pull it towards you. And then I couldn't understand like what was hot and what was cold because like I would barely move it and it would change drastically. Okay? Like a girl going through a mood swing. I was like, what? And then I couldn't fit like how much I want. So I was kind of switching it around, doing whatever. And then Steven had taken a shower and made a comment that the water pressure itself was like really hard. The water was not hitting you nicely on any of the settings. It was like beating the crap out of you. And then like the second or third time I took a shower, I was sunburnt. And which I'll get to in a second, I finally understood what he was talking about. I was like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. There was no setting, hot, cold, on a lot, on a little, the different, none of the settings were like soothing. It was like, oh, I'm taking a shower. I feel the dirt getting pulled off of my skin. I was like, okay, you're right. The water pressure here is immaculate. I could have put a pound of soap on and this shower head would have blasted it right off like you're blasting rock, carving it. We were there for like Thursday through Sunday, and the wedding was on Saturday, so we had like a couple days just to hang out, chill, meet some of the other parts of the wedding party. This game we played the whole time, and I've seen it played on TikTok, is like, it's a game about someone's like attractiveness. You think of something and you go, okay, so he or she is an 8 on on the scale of being attractive. I'm talking, and that's like an 8 to you. Whatever you think, 1 out of 10, a 10 person like your dream person. You're physically attracted to them, you're mentally attracted to them. They check all the boxes for you, damn near perfect in your eyes of what you're looking for. So then you rank them on a scale. So you say like, okay, he, she, they are an 8. They're pretty close to your dream person. Not perfect, have some flaws, but they refuse to use utensils. They never use utensils. You could be eating a steak dinner, you could be eating soup, and they're just cupping it with their hand and just throwing it in their mouth. They just don't like them. They don't want to hold them. They don't want to use them. Now what are they to you? And it was like, oh, some people were really bothered by that. They're like, oh, they were an 8? Okay, well now they're like a 3. Because that's just, it's an uncleanliness. It's weird. Like, you're going to embarrass me. Other people were like, doesn't bother me. 7. So we played that game the whole time. They're a 4. You're not that attracted to them. They borderline kind of annoy you, but for some reason you're dating them. But they always make you laugh. A 4, probably to a 9. A 9. I love laughter. I hold it dear. Like, that's pretty attractive to me. That could help your scale a lot. So that we played that game literally the whole trip. We just had so many scenarios coming up. So then the one day we were in the water, and I got super sunburnt this day. I'm talking like the whole group got sunburnt. We were putting on sunblock, like the spray, just like this. It's just zigzags. Everyone had like a zigzag burn across their back and their shoulders. But I got super burnt. My friends were going in and out of the water, like, tanning and then coming back. I think I stayed in the water for about 3 hours. But I don't regret it because I was having such a fun time at the beach. I should have put more sunscreen on. This is probably one of like my top 3 worst sunburns I've ever had. My face is already peeling. The day of the wedding, our friend Sarah, who's getting married, Sarah was the most chill bride I've ever. We got the pictures done. We had like time to kill. When you had a wedding and they ever get ready early? And she was sitting there. She's at one point, I have a picture. She's just sitting there in her dress, like, because it was like a corset. She was trying to take some of the pressure off. She's just sitting there taking a nap. Taking a nap. She was so chill. And she was so pretty. My goodness, the pictures she sent us of her dress do not do it justice. It was so beautifully designed and detailed and sparkly, and she looked perfect. Amazing. Very quick ceremony. It was like 13 minutes. Even the wedding person who runs around the reception, who are they? Coordinator, the wedding planner. She's like 13 minutes. Probably the quickest ceremony I've ever had. I was like, oh my God. I felt like we didn't even stand up there that long. Like, we should do it again, just for shits and giggles. And then afterwards, we just did the dinner. We danced. It was a great time. And I don't think one person could leave that dance floor and leave that wedding and turn around and be like, those Chicago people, they didn't like to dance. No, we were crushing it on the dance floor. We were like going in shifts. We would be out dancing. Then so tag team, you're in. Someone else would be coming and I was making friends. We all love to dance. I love that about my friend group. We're always down to be like drink in hand on the dance floor, having a good time. Now, the one thing I will say, 2 of us got headbutted. That's how rough and rough. I got headbutted by someone in the friend group. She did it by accident, totally fine. We were dancing, and she, like, tried to dance near me, headbutted me, and she goes, I could use a drink. And I was like, oh, get me a beer, please. She walks away, instant nosebleed. I'm on the dance floor, I'm like, okay, time to exit the stage left. I go over to the table, and she walks up and she hands me a beer. And I was like, I thought you were getting drinks. And she's like, no, I said I could use one, but you said you wanted one. So now I'm like holding a beer as my nose is bleeding. I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Could someone watch my drink? And then a good song comes on, and another friend goes, well, we have to go dance. And I was like, I know, but my nose is bleeding. She goes, it's fine. So I just go back to dancing. And then that same girl, she got headbutted like 2 hours later. She said she was dancing with some guy, and she was pretty sure he tried to go in to kiss her, put a little smackaroonie on her face, headbutted her. Straight up like, headbutted her. She was like, if you're going to keep doing stuff like that, sir, I'm going to need a refill. So she, I don't understand. It's not like this back home. So what? So she was dealing with that. She got headbutted by a stranger. But yeah, overall, great wedding, great weekend. But we came back hurt. Sunburnt, sore, little hungover. Like, I'm still feeling it right now. I just feel like I was driving my car around yesterday. And I was like, I feel off. I feel like I haven't driven a car in years. Ooh, this is sticking to this. Can't let it dry on the paper. That's a tip number 3. If you're going to put it on something, you'd like have to dry it like this. You'd like let it air dry. A little lift, a little elevation. I'm just going to do a second coat. Maybe it's so hot outside, maybe I'll just throw it out in the sun. and it'll dry real quick. Isn't a big thing about painting is like you always want to paint in the same direction? Isn't that what they always say? In this case, because this is so like, I mean, not oddly shaped, but curvy, I think I'm just painting towards the middle. Comment below, are you guys doing any like summer craft projects? Is there a big summer craft project that we're all working on? You're like, oh, I really want to make a flower box for my front yard. Is there a big 2020, summer 2022 craft thing I don't know about that's going on? Why is this paint getting clumpy? These also aren't like the best paintbrushes. I think these were $1 or from another kid. Am I doing... Oh, bye. Am I doing good vibes? Or am I doing... But then I have to handwrite it. Smells like a fart. Smells like a fart? Smells like a fart in here. I didn't really leave enough room. That'd be like F-A... That's not really funny. Wash your hands. Like, there's only enough room to make a big word. I don't know. Should we just go with the good vibes? Maybe we'll just do that. And then I'm going to do that and we're going to hot glue the flowers on. This sticker is like all one sticker. I thought good was a sticker and vibes was a sticker because it definitely has like a white outline. But it's all one thing. I just feel like that's a lot. So I'm going to try and cut the good vibes into 2 stickers. This could ruin the whole project right here, but this is the type of chances we need to take. And don't hold scissors like this near your hair or your face or anybody. Don't do that. I'm just going to try and make a little curvy cut. Oh, I can feel myself ruining the project. Because this way I can put a little space in between the words. Okay. Let's try and round it out a bit. All right, I messed up because I didn't. Tip number 4 of crafting, just kind of, if you think you have a good idea, just kind of think about it for a second. Use context clues. I tried to peel these stickers off now that I cut them. You know, it's a clear sticker. It's on a white background, but it's a clear sticker. So it's going to go on clear, so I didn't have to cut it at all. Not even a smidge. Also, do I put it on like perfectly like this, or like this, or like this? I got to find what angle I want. Yeah, I kind of wish this had a white background. It's not as cool as I thought. Ooh, okay, it's just gonna hang a little crooked. Now it looks like there's black dots on the back. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look... Tip 5, always give yourself words of encouragement. It doesn't look that bad. It could have been worse. Now I could go over and put these dots on the top. Oh, I might be ruining it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Live and you learn. You know what? From a distance, it could work. Okay. Maybe I didn't totally ruin it. Okay, it's dried. I don't know if I want to put these flowers on. But without it, it's kind of plain Jane. So let's just go for it. Oh my God. Our super glue, the cap dried onto the super glue. So now it's no more. You like fold a Post-it, stick it in, and then use the Post-it as a little brush. Ooh, okay. This one's on there. I'm going to put one right here. I don't always know where to put things on a craft. Like if you're adding stuff to it, you never want to like over add too many things. Like I definitely needed one there. I definitely needed one there. And then I'll fill in the rest of the gaps. Oh, I need one. Okay, right there. I don't want them like perfectly on each one. I might have to hold this one for a couple seconds. Tip number 6, super glue is not your friend. It might be helpful in your project. Super glue is not your friend. Don't leave it on your hands. Don't stick your things you don't want stuck together permanently to it. Not your friend. The camera might have shifted a little bit because y'all died. The battery, you know, the camera died that you guys were on. Cutting the ends off because they're just too tall because I'm gluing them like flat up or straight up. This one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See my finger stuck to the Post-it note. I am the craft project now. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Is this a rhyme? Shut the door. 5, 6. Pick up sticks. 7, 8. Go on a date. 9, 10. Fall in love. 11, 12. He ghosts me. 13, 14. I see him in town. 15, 16. I walk around the table to get away from him. 17, 18. I go home again. 19, 20. I forget it ever happened. Ooh. Just want it to dry upright. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe because I didn't cut them evenly, so it's hard for them to sit straight up. I didn't even think it could be a user error. Boy, if you don't sit right. Always have a good, podcast going, show in the background. Unless you like sitting in silence. Let me put my podcast back up. think I just touched up one of the bubbles. I think I'm done. Bro, it looks... This is like the first craft time where I'm like, this is good. Dollar Tree should advertise it. This is what they could do with their products. Like this, I like this. Good vibes. I think it looks sick. It was actually really calming. I think I need it today just to do a craft. I haven't done a craft in so long. I haven't been creative in so long. This is going on in the bathroom. It'll be in some videos. I don't want to clean up, but that was fun. That felt good. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay crafty. Okay, bye.